Hey everyone, my name is Chase, and my motto is, you won't regret the time that you spent doing what you love. This means that when we look back on our lives, we all have regrets, but we'll never regret doing all the things that we did that brought enjoyment to our lives. As I grew older, I realized that we have a finite amount of time on this planet. We get to choose how we spend the very little amount of time that we do have. If that time is spent doing what we hate, we're going to have many regrets. That's why I made it my goal in life to strive towards surrounding myself with that which I love. This includes people, places, foods, pastimes, etc. I especially pride myself in trying to grow as close as possible with my loved ones because family is everything to me. An example of how this motto is displayed in my life would be how at the age of 21, I look back at my childhood now and my fondest memories are when I traveled with my family. I've always loved traveling in my family's RV. It was my favorite part of summer break every year. I got to spend my time doing what I loved with the people that I loved the most. I was blessed to see 49 states in the country throughout my childhood, and I wouldn't trade the memories that I have for anything. Although I was upset sometimes that I didn't get to spend much time with my school friends during the summer, I don't regret going on these trips one bit. Another example of how this motto is reflecting my life is how I spent a lot of time playing sports as a young child. I had an unrealistic dream as a kid that I was going to play a sport professionally when I grew up. I loved basketball, I loved football, baseball, and I was convinced that I was going to go pro and work as hard as I could at one of those sports every year, and eventually I'd pick one to go pro in. Instead of focusing on one sport and working on it as hard as possible, I thought I could be a multi-sport athlete and be good at all of them. Not only did that not happen, but as I grew older, I realized I wasn't all that good at these sports compared to the other kids. I wasn't the worst, but I would definitely have my work cut out for me if I were to go pro like I thought I would when I was younger. So all that time that I spent playing sports, practicing in my backyard, and putting up shots at the court at the park, I thought was wasted. But in reality, it wasn't. Those are some of my best memories now. I look back at all that time I spent playing backyard football with my friends, practicing my pitching skills with my dad, playing 3-on-3 basketball with my friends at the park, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So that's why my motto is, you won't regret the time that you spent doing what you love. This motto has a strong presence in my life and will continue to for as long as I'm alive. I have so many beloved memories of my friends and my family and all the things that I've done with them. It's important to build memories like I have with those you love because eventually, memories will be all you have. You won't ever realize how good the memory is while you're experiencing it, but when you look back on it, you'll cherish it. Looking back on all those good and bad times I had throughout my childhood, I don't regret 1 second I spent doing all the things that I love with all the people that I love. I can't wait to build more memories like this because I know it'll be time well spent and I'll never regret it. Thank you all for listening to my speech.